Trucks of food are packed with casual workers loading bags of beans and posho for distribution to different parts of the country.
What I said to the public is that people should not go destroying our name. Because for us, what we are doing, we know what we are doing. Those who are going destroying our name, they should stop.
How long have you been in this business?
In this business, 17 years. Meeting. 17 years meeting. Posho.
At the company, workers report in shifts for 24 hours.
I request the Ugandans to stay home in their houses. The food will be coming in their houses, which is given from the government, so that they can be protected.
The executive director, Aponye Uganda Ltd says the distribution started on Saturday.
Aponye, we have the capacity to supply, especially like maize flour. Whatever tonnage the government wants, you can be able to supply. Aponye, we have the capacity to supply, especially like maize flour. Whatever tonnage the government wants, you can be able to supply. So we don't have any problem on the supply of maize flour. The challenge in beans is because of the end of the season, and it rained too much. Some of the beans, it was not good in harvest time.
Challenges in transportation of your produce from the producers to the factory. What is your comment?
I don't have any challenge in transporting my produce because I have my own trucks. They go to the village, collect the food, bring here, then even supply, we transport ourselves.
Since the distribution started 3 days ago, the initial distribution in Kampala and Wakiso districts targets vulnerable families, elder and expectant mothers who are unable to access basic necessities.
Abatuuze baffe bali ready okubeera nti bafuna emmere okuviira ddala ku buli omu nnyumba ku nnyumba. Era n'abakakiiko bali ready. Eky'omukisa omulungi n'abaana abasirikale bennyini manpower babadde bagiina.
President Museveni issued directives of combating COVID-19 and issued quarantine and curfew starting at 7 p.m. which have restricted movement.
Food were packed outside the office of the Prime Minister, ready for the exercise despite Parliament suspending the distribution program on Thursday, saying that government must cater for all the needy countrywide. Later, senior ministers for ministries including health, education, local government, security officials among others joined the Prime Minister Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda as he flagged off the food distribution exercise. The food and other essential items are meant to benefit 1.5 million vulnerable persons in different communities of Kampala and Wakiso as a way of mitigating the harsh impact of COVID-19.
We would like as many of you as possible to support this program, and indeed the reason why this program has been put in place is to respond to those who have been badly hit, badly impacted by the measures taken by government in order to stop the COVID-19 pandemic, and yet they must continue to live as respectable Ugandans.
The Prime Minister Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda says the exercise is to be handled by security forces under the leadership of Security Minister General Ltd Posho.
There should be no lining at all. There should be no crowding at all. As soon as there is any semblance of crowding, food distribution will stop. So I appeal all those concerned to be disciplined and make sure that this food distribution exercise does not cause the spread of the pandemic, of the virus, but on the contrary, helps to bring it to a permanent end.
But I can assure you, the commitment is to ensure that the vulnerable, that is those who have been living hand to mouth, those who are desperate like in orphanages, those are the first targets, and that is, the distribution is door to door, and the police and the army, supported by Red Cross, are handling it, so there is not going to be any backfire.
The non-political exercise also targets special interest groups such as the elderly, the sick, pregnant women, orphanages and hospitals.
Well, the distribution is to support those who are in hospital. They are not able to get out of hospital to buy food, including the health workers, so they need to be supported. So we are looking at a big number.
I am here to encourage our people, to mobilize our Ugandans to go and pick this food. This food is not for NRM, this government money. Let's use this opportunity and appreciate that the regime has looked at this as a very timely thing to mobilize our people. All our LCs, all our DP leaders should mobilize our people to take the food. As they take the food, they can continue keeping safe, washing their hands with soap, cleaning and keeping social distance.
The response has received a shillings 100 million boost from Harm Foundation. Through the local council systems, each person will receive 6 kilograms of maize flour and 3 kilograms of beans, whereas breastfeeding mothers and the sick will receive powdered milk and 2 kilograms of sugar each. Food relief distribution has entered day 2 in Kampala suburbs. This time Kawempe division. In Kawempe Mbogo, several teams were seen spreading to different directions with food items. Several people most hit by lockdown measures to stop the spread of COVID-19 pandemic were seen receiving food relief. Rejoice Abao, who is a breastfeeding mother, is among the beneficiaries. All high-level members in the family each received 6 kilograms of maize flour, 3 kilograms of beans, and 2 packets of powdered milk, being a breastfeeding mother.
I appreciate the government for all the efforts they have done, at least because we are jobless. We are really home and kids are all at home. So we appreciate the little they have given us. We actually trail off with this breastfeeding baby. We have received 11 sacks of flour, even 11 sacks of beans, and then 2 tins of milk for a baby. I've been off business for the last 3 weeks and a half now. Yeah, because schools were closed. That was the first experiment. So once schools are not there, and then cookies cannot go because I supply schools majorly.
Those distributing food were however unhappy with how residents had started faking family members to get more food.
In the household, someone deceives you that we are 6, kumbe they are 2, 3.
Residents thanked government for the gesture.
But this giving out of food has made much impact that people have appreciated. The people have gotten the food, and people are saying that since they have gotten the food, now they are going to stay in their homes.
President yotukolidde kozi Florida tuli waka tutukola tunonya kyakulya era nze ndi wano mbadde nze kakase mmere weri oba teriiwo ne ku kyendabye kambe mugumu nti njafuna emmere era kanzireyo wange waka.
Ate ne bye bagambye okugaba president yayisizza si bwe kitambudde. Ebitaliiwo so omunyo teguliiwo, sukali bamugamba omuwa abantu.
Nosegeti yamako kati ku masanyalaze negaba bwereere amazzi ebintu kale ebinyigiriza omuntu wa wansi bamufuna mpola abato bakola emmere ya leero.
Earlier, the Minister for Kampala Beta Mongin expressed optimism that the relief items will help beneficiaries mitigate the challenges faced resulting from a lockdown announced last week by President Museveni to stop the spread of coronavirus.
We already have people who are coming up with other ideas of support to the community. So in case the lockdown is extended, we shall come up with the further measures that will keep the people who have been affected. And also we want to assure the country that we are not only thinking about Kampala and Wakiso, in other bigger municipalities which are in the country, there are also people who are coming up with donations.
The distribution exercise is being handled by security, working with the LOC1 chairpersons, and is expected to benefit over 1.5 million people in Kampala and Wakiso.